within 30 seconds of launch. The spacecraft is struck by lightning.
There are people who are sure we did not land on the moon, and
I'm not sure if you get hit by lightning.
so therefore we didn't really go to the moon. As though NASA...
I'm on a rocket that's filled with liquid hydrogen and liquid oxygen, and I'm on my way to...
There was no pattern. I had no idea what to do.
What strange, haunting sound did Apollo 10 astronauts hear while orbiting the moon's far side, only to be buried by NASA for 40 years? Think of drifting behind the lunar shadow, cut off from Earth, hearing eerie outer space music. This secret will change how you see the Apollo program forever. In May 1969, Apollo 10 blasted off as NASA's ultimate rehearsal before landing the first humans on the moon. Unlike Apollo 11, Apollo 10's crew did every step except touchdown. The mission's goal: test the entire lunar landing sequence with precision. The crew featured John Young piloting the command module Charlie Brown, while Commander Tom Stafford and lunar module pilot Gene Cernan flew the Snoopy lander. Together, they dipped as close as 9 miles above the moon's surface, closer than anyone had ventured before. This mission carried enormous political weight. In the thick of the Cold War, the space race was about more than science. It was a battle of prestige between the United States and the Soviet Union. Apollo 10 was America's bold statement: we're ready to land and ready to win. Then came the mysterious moment that changed everything. As Apollo 10 orbited behind the moon's far side, it passed into a communication blackout lasting roughly 45 minutes.
The spacecraft is struck by lightning.
I don't know what happened here. We had everything in the world drop out. I'm not sure if you get hit by lightning.
Master alarm comes on. I look up there at the display that has all the caution and warning lights on there. There was more of them on there than I'd ever seen in my life.
The moon's bulk blocked radio signals from Earth, leaving the crew isolated in complete silence. During this eerie silence, the astronauts heard something strange. A high-pitched whistling sound leaked into their radio headsets. It was unlike static or machine noise, lasting nearly an hour. It was an almost musical tone. Gene Cernan famously described it as weird music, like an outer space type thing. Tom Stafford later called it eerie, a ghostly melody wafting in the vast nothing. Think about their small capsule, hurtling 45,000 miles from Earth's surface in a blackout zone free of contact or guidance. Then think of hearing this haunting, unexplained sound filling the cabin. Even with their curiosity, the crew opted not to report it immediately. In NASA's culture of the 1960s, astronauts faced immense pressure to maintain a perfect record. Reporting unexplained phenomena risked being labeled unstable or grounded, ending careers. Silence was safer. The astronauts kept the space music a secret. Back on Earth, NASA classified the recordings and related mission reports. The space race's political intensity, especially amid Cold War tensions, meant NASA was deeply cautious about public perception. The mysterious audio was scrubbed from official mission documents and locked away in classified archives. The story stayed hidden for decades. Only in 2008 did NASA quietly declassify mission transcripts referencing strange sounds. But public awareness remained low until 2016, when a Science Channel documentary revisited Apollo 10's eerie story. The internet soon buzzed with theories. Was it alien contact? Soviet jamming? Paranormal signals? Apollo 10 was prematurely branded the paranormal mission. Enthusiasts spun tales fitting the Cold War's conspiracy atmosphere. Yet the true explanation is fascinating and entirely scientific. NASA engineers traced the sounds to very high frequency, or VHF, radio interference between the two spacecraft.
Dick sees something out the window, and he doesn't know what it is, and he's just wondering where it came from. We're on the far side of the moon, and he doesn't know.
Are we delivering something? No, we're that little piece of blue and gold stuff, whatever it is.
As Charlie Brown and Snoopy orbited in proximity, their onboard radios generated electromagnetic feedback loops. These loops were converted into the strange whistling noises heard in the astronauts' headsets. In short, it was a technical artifact born of 1960s space communication technology. Other Apollo missions showed similar interference, but Apollo 10's case was especially pronounced and better recorded. Why did it take so long to clarify? The answer involves Cold War secrecy, tangled technical details, and poor record keeping. NASA prioritized controlling the narrative, and radio interference was a dull explanation for decades of public mystery. Without immediate explanation, imagination filled the gaps. Apollo 10's radio interference also spurred improvements in spacecraft communication systems. Detecting and reducing such interference helped engineers develop the robust communication technology NASA and private companies use today for lunar rovers, satellites, and deep space missions. That mysterious whistle's legacy echoes in every signal sent to and from space vehicles now. Most importantly, Apollo 10's story shows that exploration is not just about facts, but also human wonder, awe, and risk. The Apollo 10 ghostly music symbolizes this delicate embrace of science and mystery, a whisper from the cosmos inviting us to explore further. For more stories that uncover space's hidden secrets, subscribe and stay tuned.